haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Lakers.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens better. And help has to come faster.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And here are the Trailblazers now. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. On the floor for Portland. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Bryant is out there with Holiday, and it's Avdia in at the three, the small forward. In terms of playoff defense, Richard, it's hard to think of someone better than Drew Holiday.
Yes, the ball pressure, the deflection. He comes up with plays that impact winning, and he does have multiple titles.
Pass to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Klingon. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up two on the second effort.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Guys, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Ayton. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 6. Doncic outside. Over Holiday.
Great contest by Holiday. For my money, Drew is the best defensive guard in the league. That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bryant has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The three for Doncic. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 13 points.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Again, the Trailblazers score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
James finds Reeves. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
LaRavia with the screen. James, no good. For Portland, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
And they double up LeBron. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Lakers. To the paint. Stolen by Reeves. 1:37 left to play in the third. And Doncic gets it to go.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
And here's Bryant outside. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Doncic outside. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter. Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Over Holiday. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Holiday finds Bryant. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Stolen by Holiday. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Kamare. Banked in off the glass. Kamare's got his first points in this one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Halt the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a We've got Rui Hachimura. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Doncic.
Oh, wow. Yes! And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Doncic with a screen on Bryant. Pass to Vanderbilt. Doncic kicks to Smart. Misses the 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Kicks it out to Grant.
Hey, yo, right here.
Bryant the pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Fades. And again.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
Right. 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Here's Hayes, and he banks in the layup.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Bryant, and another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And stolen by Williams. Unloads from 13. Kicks it out to Grant. Here's Bryant, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Doncic finds Hachimura. From outside, off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Grant the pass to Williams. And here's Sharp. It's stolen by Vanderbilt.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for B.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple drilling this in, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
In the corner, Smart with it. The Lakers moving the ball around. He was all alone on that one.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Hachimura against Bryant, and he drives in. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Some things never get old, and watching someone score 70 is one of them. What are you seeing differently on a night like this versus a night you score 20?
It might sound cliche, but you start with what the defense gives you and you work from there. If the defense keeps letting me get to my spot, I'm going to keep scoring until they figure it out, how to stop it. Then I'm going to let my guys cook. Tonight it was my turn.
Certainly was, MP. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA Cup.
'60 is serious business, MP. I know you tired, because I for sure was.
Saturday? Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and I'm coming to you live from the locker room before the very first game of my Rookie Revenge Tour. We're going up against a so-called blue chipper from this year's draft, and I'm looking to show the world who's really him.
All right. Do you feel like you're putting pressure on yourself to perform, by talking so publicly about this?
Nah, not at all. These kids were in college swiping their meal plans and doing problem sets last year. I was in Europe playing against grown men, running professional sets, and working on my game 24/7. Tonight is when all of that work, that's gonna pay off. Stay tuned. MP out.
Those things are spying on you.
What is?
People are always listening in on your conversation.
You calling
Like right now, there could very well be someone listening to us.
Spending twice as much as you do. The last check you picked up was your
Am
paycheck.
I? Are you sure there isn't?
Maybe you don't need to stand up. We got a comic right here, right now.
Hey, I want to do something different this weekend.
Like in your car.
You'd be surprised.
But true.
Very
You've
comfortable
had chip
in
bags
dating.
from years back. No snacking make
Okay, what? What's that?
nature walk.
Sounds a bit boring.
Like a lot. There's a waterfall, epic viewpoints, and I'll bring the chips.
When you make eye
I'll know
contact with the
I got it.
fan?
Okay, I'm game. Try something
yeah.
new.
Okay, but if it's more than an hour, I'm staying.
Good, MP.
Hey, dog, I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Be in the house.
next, the Trailblazers take it on the Jazz. For the Trailblazers, the goal is to improve each time they take the floor, emphasizing communication and effort. Jazz, Blazers, coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And we check out the power rankings with plenty of time left in the season. So much could be different by the end of the year. You take a look at Utah. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, right now for the Trailblazers, they have been on fire as of late, blazing a path up the rankings with the best record in the league. Now they just have to keep this incredible momentum rolling.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Then there's Avdia. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Bryant in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Jazz, we've got Lauri Markkanen, Bailey out there with George. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Kessler in at the center position, locking down the middle. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Well, you love the extra work MP has been putting in at practice and in the film room. He's talked about how he wants to grow faster, and I can certainly say I'm excited to watch how MP develops.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Thank you. Well, we've seen glimpses of greatness from this year's rookie class, and tonight we have a couple of interesting rookies going head-to-head. I asked MP about the matchup. He said his goal is to become the best of his entire group. He's taking that on as a very personal challenge. Guys, you have to like that determination.
All right, thanks for the report. He's as competitive as they come. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season. And we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Jackson can't get it to go.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bryant's got 9.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Markkanen outside. George passes to Jackson. 3-pointer. That one is off.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
And he gets the bucket. 11 points here for B.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Deflects the pass. And Klingon over to help. And there's a 3-second violation. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Well, you look at Kessler, a remarkable defender, second in the NBA. And, of course, Donovan Klingon, he's right in the conversation. He changes as many shots as anyone.
The way these two guys patrol the floor, it's impressive. It changes how the offense attacks, especially inside.
Grant's checked in for Kamara, and the basket is good. He's got 13.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A different look here for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for George. And also a switch here for Portland. Sharp, he's checked in for Avdia. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday. Just 3 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Sends the ball, no good. Portland leading by 11. Here's Bryant. Finished off the break. Bryant's got 15.
He's off to a fantastic start.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans, but all-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And he can't get that one. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Markkanen from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
Bounded by the Jazz. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me.
Markkanen's checked in for Utah. Bryant, he's checked in for Portland. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. They've got Kyle Filipowski, George out there with Collier. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Not just to score, Lillard knows it's his responsibility as the point guard to involve his teammates.
Nice shot by George.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Pass to Bryant from deep. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And Grant gets it to go.
This guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
Here's Collier. Kicks it to George. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Filipowski. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Klingen's checked in. Markkanen with a screen on Bryant. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 5. Utah with another miss. Trailblazers lead by 23. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Now Portland with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Klingen. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Utah calls time here. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Bailey comes in for George, then for Portland. Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. Sharp comes in for Avdia, and Drew Holiday is subbed in for Lillard. We've got 1:48 left in the second period. Here's Collier. No points so far. Pass to Bailey. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And even if he doesn't have the wider frame some guys do, Bailey's not going to let contact keep him from finishing. As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's Kessler, guarded by Klingon. 1:10 left in the first half. And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Pass to Bryant. Shoots over Bailey. And it's Portland scoring again.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Here's Collier. 35 points his last game. Back to Markkanen. Here's the three. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Bryant's got 30 points.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Here's Collier. No points yet. Markkanen left side. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
1 second left. No luck on that one. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hello. Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas.
Now let's take a moment here. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for...
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates? The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Bryant in at the shooting guard position.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply...
Oh! Get you some! Show us some power! Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. Markkanen outside. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen from the arc. Utah with another miss.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous. Yeah, a versatile scorer and intimidating defender. Ace Bailey's confidence and length are why he went in the top 5.
Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Sends it home from three-point land. Bailey's got 7 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Pass to Kamara. Portland moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Bryant's got 40 points.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Here's Bailey, covered by Bryant. Jackson for 3. Portland with a rebound. Bryant's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now George. He's got 11. Here's Bailey. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Well, you look at Kessler, 5th in the league, a really strong rebounder.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. A big group substitution here for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Klingon. Grant comes in for Kamara. Sharp, he's checked in for Avdia. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Holiday. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
B.A., I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of...
Oh! He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. 1:33 left in the third. It's George on the wing, defended by Lillard. Jackson, the pass to Nurkic. George outside, and he's going for the oop here. Williams grabs the board. Portland has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And Bryant gets it to go.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
George against Lillard. And here's Bailey for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
For Utah, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Back to George to stop the run. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And here's Bryant outside. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bailey. Now George. Here's Bailey. The 3-ball. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
For this rookie, Ace Bailey, a big part of his development will be drawing fouls.
Different look for Utah. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Bailey. And it's George in for Sensabaugh. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
We've got Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then there's Collier, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group for Utah right now. Pass to Bryant. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Again, the Trailblazers, good for two.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Markkanen outside. The three is up. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 5 points now this quarter.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc. The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. The Jazz have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Collier. And he drops it in from the low post. Collier's got his first bucket in this one.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Here's Bryant. Utah grabs the miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Collier. Utah moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. It's George on the wing. Over Lillard. George, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Another bucket! Wow!
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. Now here's Filipowski. He's covered by Grant. For 3, Collier. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. Oh, and Bryant with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. A different look here for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Jackson comes in for Filipowski. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Murray comes in for Grant. 1:25 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside, here's Bailey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for B.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
For the Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Murray, and Krejci subbed in for Sharp. The Jazz on offense. George outside. Now here's Markkanen. Tight defense on him.
Well, they're going to win, so he should just relax.
So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Tonight was a matchup of 2 top rookies, and you managed to come out on top. How do you feel?
Same as I did pregame. I knew I belonged. I knew that before the draft. I haven't had the easiest road, but that'll only make me stronger. I'm ready to show what I can do against anybody in this league.
Looking forward to more, MP. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Brian, back to you.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
Good game, MP. Today.
Shaking, MP.
How was the anniversary party last weekend?
See you too. My parents had their 40th celebration.
Oh, that's funny.
It's Mr. Hot Zone himself. What's up, brother? know you like that one.
Hey, good luck.
Move around. Automatic. There you go. You need to call a timeout. Is this what you call D? I'm gonna keep coming. I need real competition out here. I'm gonna keep doing this.
Don't worry, you take that.
I make it from anywhere. This isn't even my full repertoire. That looks good right there. Oh, I'm calling it. Next. How'd I miss that? Okay, that slipped out of my hands. I can hit it from anywhere. My game is gold right now. I got range, baby. I'm barely trying out here. Trifecta. Come around. Oh, that's pretty. It's still too easy. Don't give me that. I'm down, baby. Yes, sir. Oh, what? Yeah, I back up my game. Oh man, that stroke is pretty. This is automatic. Oh, take over. Here I come. Oh, downtown. We've got a shooter in the house. Outstanding, bro.
The sun is always shining here at Jordan Jams. Ball is life, and we live for 3-on-3. So if you're looking for some run, best bring your A game. Mother Nature don't suffer no fools, and neither do we. He's gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Leave now, cause if you stay, you're due for a whooping they'll hear about and witness protection. I hope you're ready for Frankie Finger Roll.
Hey, yo, Frankie Finger Roll. Tell your mother I appreciate the cannolis, huh?
Let's go! First bucket of the game.
About to show him.
Oh yeah, the ball's got energy and it's electric. So those rebounding drills really paying off here.
42. Yo, hey, how many is that? Let's go. Yeah, I'm trying to get this working. Hey, we got him.
This is the tray ball. Come on, get this is why they like playing with him. He's unselfish.